Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Survival. Ready? Go!
Mission complete.
Survival. Ready? Go!
Hey! Fight! Fire! Hey! Mission complete.
Survival. Ready? Go!
Mid, mid, ha, ha, yeah, take. Mission complete.
Survival. Ready? Go!
Mid, ha, ha. Mid, mid, ha. Take. 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 Mission complete.
Ready? Go! Survival. Ready?
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
Just give a couple warm up.
Is this just a warm up? This real? All right. So we're just gonna jump right in. So we got Gamer Phobia, HFG. You know, Ice Climbers versus Yoshi. Choose to go with the blue version of Yoshi.
Definitely not the pink one. Definitely
No,
not the pink.
no, definitely not the pink. All right, so we got a one stock right there, and with a relatively low percentage. You know, the Ice Climber.
Right back with that
Yep.
edge guard though.
Yeah, but you know, if you in this situation, you really just want to do as much damage before you get knocked off here.
Yeah, but
So-
Ice Climber's in a bad spot right now with
Yeah,
one of them knocked off. You're pretty much useless.
yeah, yeah. It's just a numbers game. As much damage as you can put on before you drop the stock. Ooh, and there you go. 34% damage, not much, but it could be a difference maker late in the game.
I don't know. I think Yoshi just took a lot off right there.
If you had to choose between Gamer Phobia and HFG to take this game right here, who do you got?
I'm gonna have to go with HFG as an Ice Climber player myself, but it has nothing to do with the name, the person, just specifically the Ice Climber.
Okay,
himself.
so you're gonna let your personal bias come into play and choose it based just solely off a character.
I think I'm gonna have to do that. Yes.
All right, I can accept that, and you know,
Ice Climbers have a soft spot in my heart.
I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go, and I think it's the upset pick. I'm gonna go with the HFG as well. You know, the Ice Climbers are a little underutilized character, and I always like to root for the underdog. So we're gonna go with that.
Popo and Nana, they're definitely underrated.
Yeah, and as you can see here, you know, HFG's in the lead.
They're getting my energy.
Yeah, yeah,
You could say this is a 2-on-1. HFG and Hoodboy versus Gamer Phobia.
yeah.
Look at
I'm-
they're gonna get the
I'm-
frame grab me in there.
I'm-
Oh, and he proves it early.
Yeah. Sometimes, you know, with a two-character combo like Ice Climbers, it could be difficult to grab them.
I don't know which one to grab.
Yeah. You don't know which one's coming, which one's going.
That's
But-
just one more stock. You know?
Yeah, one more stock. They're at even pace with 51 apiece. A little damage done there by Ice Climbers, but it's a one stock.
They lost now.
Yeah, and this is a this is anybody's.
This changes the game.
This is anybody's game.
This changes it up a little bit, but you know, trust in HFG.
I think that could have been a nice edge guard there, but he let Yoshi back up there. And there we go.
Game 1 to HFG.
We like to see it. You know, we don't like to see anybody lose, but if we did,
We would love to see Ice Climbers win.
there we go.
Looks like we got a couple fans in the background of them playing right now.
Yeah. Well, I think those are competitors that are scouting out their competition. Some would say that by not following Project 7 and viewing through the stream itself, that it's cheating. And I would agree with that.
Exactly. But they jumped right into game 2. No pause, no nothing. They just Gamerphobia is out for revenge.
Now, do you think this map comes into play whatsoever? The platform plays.
I think that definitely helps Yoshi out a little bit.
Okay.
Battlefield is one to be messed with.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think what Gamerphobia is, the technique he seems to be going with is he's capturing one of the climbers in an egg and then attempting to take the other one on.
Yeah. Once you separate them, it's a whole different game.
Yeah.
They have strength. Their strength is when they're together. So if you can get them separate, that's mainly the main strategy you go against when you're playing Ice Climbers. Separate them and kill.
And honestly, this second game been going good for him.
Some people are better. Some players are better in best of 3 instead of 1. The first one they might have struggled, but then once they figure out their opponent, they do way better against them. And this looks like sort of the case. Let's not jump to conclusions here. I think we got some music in the background.
You know, when you think at a game convention, they wouldn't be so focused on the heavy metal aspect of gaming, which I really didn't know there was any.
Oh, we've got some chain grab going on. Let's see how much. Oh, and only 40% to come out of that one. Yoshi's having a hard time landing things right now. Ice Climbers are definitely coming back with this one.
Wow. That is, wow.
So it's a hard time focusing. Hopefully the players don't have the same hard time focusing. But you know, when you're in the game, it's a lot different. You're focusing. Every move, every frame is a lot harder.
Yeah, no,
Even some people are looking around. They know what's going on. And with that, the Yoshi. Alright, we're just trying to figure out how to turn this, how to get this music situation figured out, but looks like a pretty even game with Ice Climbers against Yoshi.
Yeah, I agree. You know, Ice Climber has a little bit more damage on him than Gamerphobia. You don't want to see that, but what we are seeing is the separation play.
Yoshi just did a great job separating and killing them off. This is where Yoshi can strike right here. Get him out. But HFG is doing a great job with one Ice Climber right now.
Yeah. He's really playing the edge of the maps well.
He's doing better than when he had 2 Ice Climbers, so I don't know. Gamerphobia might have to rethink his strategy here.
Yeah. But I think if he can drop Yoshi right here, even though he's a single Ice Climber right now, which it does not appear. Ooh.
Yoshi with the edge guarding is insane, throwing his egg out there, but you got to think on the bright side. Now there's 2 Ice Climbers, now there's a lot of potential going. And he instantly separates him right away.
It's just going to be a numbers game at this point. How much Yoshi can actually put, how much damage Yoshi can put on him. And he did put a lot.
All right, this is all about combos from now on. This last stock is going to be a combo. Who can get the most combos, and then more importantly, the finisher. If you let your opponent get to a high percentage and don't finish him off, you're just opening yourself up for failure.
Yeah. So who do you have? Are you still going with HFG?
That shouldn't even be a question at this point.
You're
HFG
right.
He's earned a spot in my heart. His solo ice climber play, but that doesn't take away from gamerphobia. He's doing a great job separating him, killing him. I think he's focusing a little too much on that though, because he's letting himself get a lot of percentage. But right there, we have to say Yoshi does have the advantage right here. Let's see if he can put this game away.
This is going to be a tight one. Oh,
ice climber.
this might be it.
And Yoshi has, I'd say one more. Oh, and he misses the egg.
Oh, he blocks the down snap.
Ice Climber's playing very scared right now.
And he should be. He should be. Well,
Yoshi, one more smash and Yoshi can be out of this. But Ice Climber's not out yet.
It's
He's not
anybody's
fighting.
game. It's
He's not.
anybody's game. It's going to be a defensive battle at this point.
And Yoshi with the side air for the kill. 1-1.
Takes a second one.
HFG is not out of this game yet.
No, he's not.
He will not go down without a fight.
I think HFG just has to go back to the drawing board.
I don't know, with that close of a game, does he have to go back to the drawing board, or does he just execute it a little bit better?
I honestly think it's back to the drawing board.
He's up one game, barely lost the second game.
It's either two things. It's one, he changed something from game 1 to game 2, or gamerphobia now has his number and it's lights out for HFG here.
I think they're pretty evenly matched. I think gamerphobia executed a little bit differently. Every chance you get, the two ice climbers are separated. HFG has to wait until Nana gets back, and then that's when Yoshi strikes. You're supposed to, with ice climbers, when you get a little bit of separation for the chain grabbing, but gamerphobia seems to be separating them way more and not letting HFG get in any good grabs.
I think gamorphobia's tactics haven't changed. His ability to actually act on his tactics is what has changed. He's been able to successfully intergame his tactics.
Ice climbers maybe hasn't played ice climbers recently. He's just getting back into it, but he is getting better. But that's not, you have to say the same about Yoshi. Like this, he will not let them get together. Yoshi is constantly on the offensive.
I personally think that HFG needs to stay away from the edges of that. Once there's a slight mistake and you lose one of those ice climbers, that's when it goes down. Where does that happen?
Right now, Nana just kills. Nana's dead again. Gamerphobia is going to look for the strike right here. Here's the main problem I see. HFG is more reacting. Gamerphobia controls the pace of the game.
He is taking to the offense.
Now, HFG isn't behind by that much. Full stock, full health. He's looking to strike right here, but the problem is he needs to be making those plays. He's waiting for the plays to get made on him. He's not acting.
I was going to say that I think this map might suit the ice climbers maybe slightly more to Yoshi. Yoshi, it's a flat map. There's not a lot of places for Yoshi to move around in and use his jump, as much to where he's got to go heads up with two ice climbers, not one but two.
Yoshi's taking this tactic and he's making it his own. He is taking a little bit of damage right here. Ice climbers are going. I think they might be hearing me. He's going on the offensive. He's making more plays. He's not just going to sit around and lose this game. And that's what we like to see.
Yeah, you really like to see HFG go on the offensive instead of playing a defensive game the entire time. And I think in this last stock that they've been playing here, that's what you've seen, the switch in HFG from defense to offense. And I think that the damage percentage really shows that.
I want to take a moment and look at HFG playing. What kind of music do you think is in his ears right now? Do you think he's got some binaural beats going? Do you think he's got some rock, rap, maybe opera?
If I had to guess, I would say definitely not this. Definitely not the music of that. But maybe some Hey There Delilah.
I was going to say Hannah Montana. You don't know what helps you get focused. And to me, I think he's listening to Hannah Montana. That's it. There's no more to talk about. As an Ice Climber main, I know what he's listening to. So let's get back to the game. It's a 1-1. Yoshi has only 9%. It's anybody's game. Ice Climber hopefully looks to strike here. Are these going to be best of 3? So everything's on the line right here.
This is 4 on the marbles. Don't like to see
that.
it.
Yoshi with the misplay.
Recovery, error. You don't like to see it end like that, but it does.
It was a close game, but Yoshi earned that. There's nothing else to say about it.
He did. Gamerphobia made us eat our words. We went with HFG in the beginning.
That goes to show we don't know exactly what we're talking about. All right, we did hope for HFG, but deep down we had no clue. We got Noogie versus Barry Blaze, Fox and Falco.
This is a fast one. This is going to be a fast-paced game. And I think it's going to come down to their ability to keep up with their own character.
I don't know. This game's been out for quite some time now. If they can't keep up with their character by now, I think they need to switch characters and get off this game.
I don't think it's if they can keep up with their character. It's which person can keep up with their character better. What?
Sounds like someone's dying in the background. Sorry for that, but
you know what they say.
You know who is dying? Noogie. Down 1 stock already.
You don't like to see so early in that, but it's what it is.
So we got a Falco. Fox is still hanging in there, trying to get the last amount of percentage in there. The shines in this game are just too quick for me to even understand.
Now, Woody.
Oh, Barry Blaze gets back on and strikes with a real quick ledge guard.
Yeah. Quick, I'm telling you. Quick,
He's keeping up his character.
Keeping up with his character.
Quicker, better than Noogie. There's nothing else to say about it.
What it comes down to is, for this stock anyway, how much damage Barry can put on Noogie before his character gets away. But it's a game from behind for Noogie.
Yes.
He's got to, he's got to fight from behind to get back to where he can make a play.
Which is a hard one in this game because Barry Blaze seems to be playing more control. I think he has more control of his actions. Noogie's trying to strike, get ahead, normal, but Barry Blaze is edge up, hogging, waiting for him to gut to him, and Noogie strikes back with the fuck to the drop.
Yeah, it's really crazy, this music. It's really hard to hear yourself think.
Do you think you could get on that? How would you get on next? You against Barry Blaze.
Me against Barry Blaze in this situation, at this point I would just play a defensive game. If I'm Noogie, I'm playing a defensive game here. I'm up 1 stock. He's already got a lot of damage. Let him come to you.
But that's what we're talking about. Noogie is playing a way more controlled, slower game. The character's fast, but he's playing slow, and that's where his strong suit is.
You can definitely see from both competitors the amount of time that they put into mastering grab. Noogie's just got a slight bit more control compared to a quick moment to take a little break here from commentating because of the overwhelming sound of the heavy metal rock that they're playing in the background at this gamer convention.
There is no breaks for me. We're going to come right back to it. Barry Blaze coming in hot against Noogie. He's not going to let that game 1 match affect his gameplay at all. Barry Blaze coming in hot, almost getting his percentage, Noogie's percentage back up with the stock above.
You know, this is
What happened to the break? Don't come back.
Me and him, I got a plan stream next.
Our very own Poseidon interrupting the stream right now. Poseidon, you'll get your chance.
I think this is Barry Blaze just coming back and saying, hey, Project 7, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, we're just going to be... It seems this is going to be the trend. Any person we believe is going to win is not. And it's unfortunate for them that we cursed them, but that's how it's going to be.
Which is why Poseidon is definitely an underdog. We do not believe in him whatsoever. And we'll see how that goes.
Yep, logic says he's going to win.
Yeah.
Because we have zero faith in him. You know, we do have faith in Noogie to come back from this deficit.
If there's someone that can, Noogie is a very technically sound player, and he's one of the ones that can come from behind. I do truly believe that.
Noogie's one that doesn't let the emotions get the best of him. He's been here before. He's played in the tournament before. Barry Blaze might have, but Noogie does not let it get to him. He meditated. He did whatever he had to do before this game.
It appears Noogie's going to try and, at least for, I was going to say he's going to try and play in the middle of the map right now, but now that he's got 0% damage, he has the full range of the map to work with.
Alright, let's see. For the game's sake, we hope Barry Blaze wins. We'd like to see a game 3. One game, we can't base it off on it. I'm going to stop giving my predictions after one game because, you know what? We're getting proved time and time again to be wrong.
I feel the exact opposite. I would like to see someone come out and say, I am here to win, take it in 2.
Four stock them both times. If that happens, I will go home. This is Melee, so hopefully everyone that enters this tournament has a gauge of their own skill. They know the game very well.
Well, if you're going to be taken off, then I'm going to be right over there. Because I understand.
And Barry Blaze takes this one up. Noogie was ahead a lot, or Noogie was very behind, and then he came back and he was like, I'm not leaving this early. I'm not out of this tournament yet.
He did make it very respectful. I amend.
He's keeping it entertainment.
Yes, I amend Noogie for that. What would you like to see this next match? Would you like?
I'd like to see some Final Destination gameplay.
That's good.
Let's see where they go.
Do you think they're gonna come out swinging or take conservative?
Well, as you can see right now, they're going right at it.
That's what I like to see. The card.
The confidence. The cunning.
This music is something else.
It's growing on me. It's nice. When I go home and play Melee later.
That was a terrible biscuit by Noogie. And that might cause some entire thing.
Is it Noogie or Noogie?
I'm gonna say Noogie.
I thought you just said Noogie though.
Did I?
We'll have to verify after this game because I want to say Noogie too.
We'll have our producer and
We may be giving him a new name today.
That's cool. We'll have our producer, CEO, and audio guy, Steve.
Soren V.
Go back and check on that for us. We'll get back to you.
Hopefully he does something besides sit there. We'll talk about that later though. So let's get back into it. Noogie with a little bit ahead. Barry Blaze is not out of it yet. He's not going to go home.
You know, I talked bad about Noogie's era, and he comes back and he shows us this. He dropped the stock on him even when he made era.
Do you know what color fox that is?
Yup, that's Blue Fox.
No. We're going to go ahead and say that's pink fox.
That's Pink Fox from now on?
Pink fox from
That
now
is
on.
Pink Fox from now
Our
on.
fans love us calling them pink fox, so
That is a Project 7 guarantee Pink Fox.
fox, yep. Poseidon's very own pink fox.
You know, you can go to our merch store and get all the Project 7 merch that you want. I do have confirmation now from our owner that
CEO and owner.
that we are going to be putting a Pink Fox Plus on the merch table for all Project 7.
I'll have to pick that one up right away. But we get back to it. Noogie plays real slow, real controlled. I don't want to say it, but Barry Blaze is just getting handled.
I do agree. You know, we say that and then comes right back. So,
It's all about the combos. They hear us and they want to prove us wrong. They're out to show that Project 7 does have
this is going
impact.
to be it now. The perfect
And he can't save. Noogie's done. So we're going to head on to a commercial break real quick. We're going to have a commercial break real quick.
Yep.
Or not. So we're going to find out. Our next game does have our very own Poseidon in it.
In fact, has
Our very own
Project
Poseidon.
7's
And
own Poseidon, a fan favorite, a favorite in our hearts, and a favorite to win it all.
Poseidon. Poseidon. Do we know who he's playing yet?
We got.
It doesn't matter. It
But
doesn't matter.
I have heard in the Syracuse Smash community that he is referred to as Syracuse Smash's Tom Brady of Smash Poseidon.
P7's very own. We got Douglas Jacob against Poseidon. They're just getting their hands warm. We're going to call him Dougie. Dougie Gooby. We'll just keep it Dougie.
Yeah.
Hopefully he knows how to Dougie.
Yeah, that's true. Let's keep government out of our.
Keep it what?
Let's keep government out of our commentary. We don't need to get political.
Don't forget to vote on Tuesday, everybody.
That's
Local
right.
offices.
That is correct. The only one that we should really be voting for now is Poseidon, but Doug.
Copycat! Copycat!
This game's winner is Jesus. Survival. Survival. Ready? Go!
Two.
And they're going to hop right into it. A real go-getter is not paying attention so much, but there's Poseidon against Dougie. Poseidon striking quick, and Dougie cannot land it back on.
So that was in fact a warm-up game. So that original match there was a warm-up game. They were just breaking their hands and they hadn't played yet. So this game is actually more, for the contest. And we see Sheik is taking quite a beating right now. Poseidon, but
Who's taking it?
Sheik was taking a beating right there.
Captain Falcon?
Yeah, Captain Falcon.
Peach is giving the beating.
Well, now he is. But dropping 2 stocks, this is 3 stocks, this is what we expect from a Project 7.
Can he perform the? Oh, he cannot perform the 4 stock.
He cannot perform it, but you know, he's still in very good standing. All he's got to do at this point is play the defensive game and let Douglas come to him.
Do you go defensive when you're above 3 stocks, or do you just take out that last stock?
Play defensive because anything can happen. You want to stay very technically sound because you don't want to make a mistake and make it a close match on the hat speed. And right there is where it's going to finish off. 3 stocks up. Poseidon gets the first win. That's not saying that Douglas is going to come back and potentially get this next one.
I would love to see a Final Destination game.
I would
right
love
here.
to see it.
I need to see it.
You know, put Poseidon in his place a little bit. See that so he doesn't get cocky for the later round. It's what I would like to see, and I think it's a definite possibility.
Oh, let's Sheik against Captain Falcon. As we saw last game, Sheik handed it to him. I'd like to see it the other way around. Poseidon needs to earn his way through this tournament. I don't want to see that.
I think Doug just needs to calm down a little bit, play to his strength.
Which he seems to be doing right now.
Yep, I agree.
At this same time last game, he was down to 1 stock.
Yeah. All it takes is 1 error, and that's what I was saying before. When you play defensively and technically sound, you take some of those errors away. When you play fast and loose, is when you're going to miss an edge grab, or or leave yourself open for a big blow, and that's not what you want to see.
So right here, Captain Falcon is trying to strike for this first blood, but
there you go. There's the first stock right there.
P7's very own comes out with first blood,
but a lot of damage done all around. At this point, it's still anybody's game.
Yeah, I'll never throw out the game that easy.
And there we go. 0-0, anybody's game. Poseidon, Doug, anything can happen. Poseidon is working from an advantage here. He's got a game up. He's sitting back. He's a little bit more relaxed.
He can take more chances. He can go more for the kills, which it seems to be working.
Yeah, yes he does.
I think Poseidon, he's doing what he does best. He comes here confident. He's got that great jersey from his sponsor on. But then his opponent, Dougie, who he's doing a great job, but I think he's a little bit less prepared.
Yeah, what Ken Falcon has to do here is try and stay close, grab, shoot as much as possible, and hit him with the big hits. But can't do that. He drops another stock on an edge grab miss. You hate to see it, but these are the technical things that only hours and hours and hours of play can get you.
Commercial after. So Dougie has struck back. Poseidon does have 2 stocks.
Poseidon's in a very good position with this.
And the edge guarding is just unreal. So we're going to take a quick commercial break until the next game.
In a society driven by technology, it's easy to get caught up in the crowd. The world demands so much of you, but sometimes you need to disconnect and find what makes you happy. Enjoy life. Follow your dream. Take that vacation. But here at Project 7, the only thing we ask of you is for your Twitch Prime, which costs you nothing. In the end, the road leads back to us. Twitch Prime. It's time to come home. Some say knowledge is power, and with power comes expectation. Expect a nice house. Expect fancy cars. Expect luxury. But here, at Project 7, we don't expect anything of you, except for your Twitch Prime, which costs you nothing. Twitch Prime, it's time to come home.
Yeah, everyone.
How do you feel after your first match?
Okay, I realized that I did not test to see if I could parry today at all. So that's something I went to a setup to check out real quick. I feel like HFG did not play, he didn't play his best, but things just happen.
Did you have a strategy going into that game to play against him?
I actually can't hear you over the music right now.
Okay, hold on.
Where's the volume for the headphone?
Yeah.
Survival. Falco. Peach.
Okay, so from what I remember, Rap is a Spacies player and Goodles is Peach. He's dabbled with other characters. I know he also played Yoshi for a while. He played Ices. I think he's going to stay with Peach for now, though. I didn't see what characters they picked. Okay, Rap's going Falco. So, in this matchup, I think something Falco needs to be aware of is just Peach floating above laser height, and also, so like there, the nair was a good idea instead of a down air, because if you knock Peach into the ground before it knocks down, then she can just land and hit you with something. But like if she's on the ground, that's when you might want to dare, because then you can get around crouch cancel.
I agree. The two things that I think are going to make a difference in this game is one, Peach's floating ability, and the other is Peach's ability to put on a lot of damage very quickly, which I've seen before in past tournaments that shoes can definitely do.
Another thing Falco should just look out for is, like we saw there, he needs to not put himself in positions where he can easily get knocked off stage because he's really vulnerable to being edge guarded.
Yeah.
And Peach kind of is too if she can't recover high, but Rep hasn't tried to force Goodles to recover low or just get him off the top.
Yeah, you don't like to see it right off the bat, dropping 2 stocks. But do you think Rap could potentially come back to this, or do you think it needs some out?
I think that if Rap wants to come back, he should make sure... Okay, well, this is one thing he could do. He needs to make sure that any combo he starts landing, he just doesn't open himself up to a reversal. And he has to keep pressing advantage like this, not let Goodles get to the ground and move.
I agree. And, you're right. They're right back within stock of each other. At this point, Peach has got to play probably the edges of the map, you would say, right?
I actually couldn't hear that.
Okay, that's fine.
I think.
So who would you want to see move on to the next round?
Who would I want to see what?
Who would you want to see win?
Just whoever plays better.
Fair enough.
Alright. That's something you will see a lot from Peach when they're more experienced. You want to start any kind of offense you have, either off of something like a grab, or you want to have a turn up and add. Like if you watch back when Armada played, almost any time he'd actually go in and not just punish someone's approach, he'd either start with a turn up, or he'd try to get a grab.
Which character do you think you would have a harder time playing against?
So, right now I'm not actually sure because if I compare it properly right now, then Falco's actually pretty good. But the thing is, the main thing I have to deal with Peach is getting rid of crouch cancel and options like that, and then just not run into her hitboxes. And so like if I just fair her when she's in the ground at 0 and up tilt, if she tries to crouch cancel it, she'll be grounded, and if she doesn't tech it, I can jab reset that and start something off of that. But if she's in midair, I have to be a bit more careful with my choices. It's hard to approach either of these characters.
That's understandable. I understand that. Well, Little Shoes takes one game lead. He can finish it out if he comes out strong here. Do you think he should play more conservatively or come out swinging, be on the offense?
I think that what Rep should do, he should not attack Goodles anytime that he doesn't know that he can get a clean hit. And I think a lot of people don't take as much advantage of shield as they could. Goodles does come in with dash attack a fair amount, and if he mixes shield in with all the jumping he does, then he can get a punish off of that.
Very well said. Very well said. Here we go. Peach can be gone at any second now. There she goes.
Alright.
to all our viewers, the music should be over in 2 more minutes. So that's what we've been told, that the music will be over in 2 minutes. So Peach is up 1 stock right now. They have about equal amount of damage on them. And, oh, there we go. He drops 2 stocks. At this point, you would probably say Little Shoes has it in hand. He just has to play defensively. Right?
Yeah, and also, okay, well that's it.
There we go.
When Raph was coming out of invincibility, Goodles was just standing in a position where he couldn't immediately hit him, and then just running away for anything he tried to come in with immediately. He should have tried to find a way to get closer to him with his invincibility, and then chase down whatever option he takes next to escape.
Well, you've heard it here, Project 7. With Gamerphobia. Noodle Shoes moves on to the next round. Oh my god. With very good Peach play the entire game, he took it up 2 games to 0. So that's a very good outing from Noodle Shoes. And we appreciate having you on here and talking. We wish there wasn't the audio issue that we had before, but we're gonna move on to the next round. We appreciate you being here.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, we appreciate it. Oh, turn it back on for you.
Okay, so from what Noogie has requested, I should focus on what he's doing to see what he can do to improve for matches after this. So we'll just see what happens. And it looks like he's against Jank, so this is going to be Fox Puff.
Very nice. Yeah.
A matchup we've definitely seen a lot at mini grand finals and tournaments.
Yeah.
After the set, you're going to play.
All right.
Jank, Noogie.
Yeah. So what are you going thinking here? Do you think Jigglypuff has the upper hand or Fox? Probably Fox, right?
Fox, I would say, definitely wins the matchup. However, Puff's got some stuff.
Yeah.
And Jank is... I haven't been paying too much attention to the local scene lately, but I have seen Jank at some tournaments around. I know he's been performing. I have not seen Noogie in like 2 years.
Okay, good. Well, they come out right at each other.
I think this might be a hand warmer. Okay, no, probably not. This
Is this a hand warmer? Or?
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Okay. Alright, so what you think probably using Puff needs to use the platforms and move around as much as possible, right? Or do you think he needs to stay on the bottom platform and
I think Puff wants to do her best to never actually be on the ground.
yeah, that's a good point.
Because when Puff's in the air, it's that much harder to hit her, but like, she only has 5 mid-air jumps, so if you wait them out, you might be able to catch her, but that's a lot of mix-up opportunities.
It appears that Noogie's taking the standpoint of keeping his distance and using Fox's guard.
He was definitely doing that at the beginning. But after Puff was at like 32, he started just focusing more on his movement. I think he might have just been worried about getting crouch cancel grabbed or something. So, okay, good idea to do jab pressure. The only thing is that like Puff could potentially up smash that out of shield, but he was behind, so it was relatively safe. Also, he should definitely just be looking for a bear at this point, but he has to actually hit a hard one. Okay, so he had the opportunity when Puff came back in with the dash attack to just up tilt her there. He has his back to Puff, and so he got the kill there, but when Puff is at the distance of just like dash attack or whatever, then if it hits, it's going to be a soft A. He's low. He couldn't just take that and get the kill, but good turnaround up tilt after the soft hit. So like he's using it in other situations, but
Now, are you taking this all into account for your next match coming up? Do you know who you're going to play against?
I have no idea who I'm playing against, but maybe it's one of these two. Who knows?
Is there someone you would rather see in your next match than others? Or? I know you said you've been out in the local scene for a little bit now, but...
Okay, it looks like I'm against Asylum. So, alright. Very high probability I'm just going to go to losers right there, but...
Well, here at Project 7 we have faith in you.
What?
I said here at Project 7 we have faith in you.
What?
Here at Project 7, our streaming channel, we have faith in your playing ability. You seem to have done well so far, and I definitely feel like you could continue and go forward in this, very deep in this story.
Maybe. But, okay. So, when Puff does that nair, it's not super easy to come in and punish. But at percents like these, if Puff is just floating around and not placing back air, you can just try to like wave dash in and have your back turn. Like, you want to try to get under Puff whenever you can. He just went all the way away there. He could have gone straight under and started like up tilting Puff, although in that position it might have been a little awkward. Running Shine is usually a good approach, but it's not as good versus Puff since it's mostly the kind of thing you want to use against someone who's dashing back, but Puff's just very aerial based.
Yeah, I agree. All the Puff plays that I've seen, usually the players are very skilled with them, and usually they stay up in the air and they're very hard to pin down and actually grab a hold of.
Alright, so main things to not do right now are get grabbed. So if I were Noogie, so something you'll see a player who used to be in this region do a lot is IBDW really likes to do a full hop fadeaway drill, because not only is that hard to whiff punish running in, because you might just run into the drill if you go too early, and it's not that laggy, but like drill does punish crouch cancel. When you fade back, you potentially can just catch them out of whatever they're doing to try to crouch cancel grab you, unless they just have the range of a monster, and that could have been it, but... Okay, I think that double jump might have been an accident. I probably wouldn't be fishing for those full hop up airs right now. I'd try to take advantage of your range and get a hit with back air so that Puff has to be in recovery position, because even if Puff can like come back to the stage at almost any angle, Puff's not as, while Puff does like being in the air, she's not as effective coming down to like fight you versus how she can fight you coming down on her.
Very well said, very well said. Jank has a lot of damage on him right now. It really could be anybody's game at this point. It just shows how good both these competitors are and how well prepared they are for this tournament.
And while I did just mention I would like him to go for Bears, very good edge guard by Jank. I did not want to see him drifting in like that because Jank could have potentially just grabbed him off of that whiff, even if it didn't hit his shield. Puff has really good standing grab range.
Alright, so we move on to game 2. Jank has taken game 1. What do you think Nuki needs to do to shore up this next game? Any glaring things that jumped out to you that he needs to do better this next game?
I'd say overall he did play that quite well, but I don't know, it's kind of like he was fishing for the kill, but not really committing to it at the end. Okay, and that's another thing about running Shine, like, if they just move at the last second, and he's dead, but if they just move at the last second before you get it, then you're DIing down when they grab you with whatever. And also, just like, since it knocks Puff down, you don't get too much off of knocking her back down to the ground.
Alright, so we see Nuki has already dropped 1 stock, but Puff has 70% damage on it.
He should come down on Puff more like that because, well, I did mention, I did mention that Puff is good at better at dealing with you coming from above than you coming from, well, better dealing with that than Puff coming down herself. But if Puff is doing aerial hitboxes, then boxes do better at winning out when box is above. Except forward air. But
so we're both down to 3 stocks. Anybody's got this. If I personally had to say one or the other, I would probably say Jane. They played the air very well and being able to do a lot in the middle of the map that I haven't seen out of Nuki so far. The ability to turn the match on a dime seems to be the difference between Jane. But in this game, anything is possible.
Okay, so he knocked Puff down there. He could have just dropped off and done another back air, but he gets the kill anyway without too much hassle. Yeah, I wouldn't come up with drill there because Jank's not standing in a super close position and he's just ready to go back to the center stage. You have to, so like if he just ledge dash up, he could at least force his way in a little more, but double jump from the ledge is very unsafe in general, especially if you're a character that can get gimped and their character can persistently go after you in a gimp situation. Alright. So this is very doable. Puff can die at like 40 on this stage. Just immediately got the ledge grabbed and then he was like, I don't want to be on here, and
let's finish this quickly.
I would have mixed in, since he was on Yoshi's, the ability to double jump to the side platform for his option back onto stage from ledge.
Well, go get ready for your next game.
Oh yeah, I gotta play now.
Yeah, we'll here at Brother 7, we'll be rooting for you, buddy. It was great talking with you. All right, so
Just take a quick commercial break.
yeah, we're going to be taking a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Some say knowledge is power, and with power comes expectation. Expect a nice house. Expect fancy cars. Expect luxury. But here at Project 7, we don't expect anything of you except for your Twitch Prime, which costs you nothing. Twitch Prime, it's time to come home.
Jigglypuff, Yoshi and Captain Falcon.
All right, so this game we have Asylum and Gamer Phobia. We just got off the mic with us here. We have Gamer Phobia playing Yoshi and Asylum playing Captain Falcon.
Survival.
Looks like they're going to end up on Yoshi Island. Gamerphobia and Asylum. Gamerphobia does it all. He goes from casting, commentating, to playing, he gets right back into it. This man does not stop. This man does not have a break.
After a rousing commentary session like that, he drops a set right off the bat. You don't like to see that. But, he's going from looking at a game analytically right now to having to play. Sometimes that can bog down your mind a little bit in the beginning. I would be hard-pressed to think that he's not going to recover from this.
He comes in from where he needs to stand. He's got different views from it, and that's good for him. Now, did he win his last game against HFG? Oh, that's all right. We rooted for HFG. There we go. Yes. Asylum did not come to play. This might be the first time we see him playing, but Gamerphobia is in for a shock.
Well, he gets Asylum to drop a stock there. It seems Asylum is pushing Gamerphobia off the map pretty easily, and then making him play an offensive battle just to get back on the map, which is, definitely a good way to play this game.
I think Gamerphobia is just a little frustrated here. He's letting the emotions get the best of him.
I think he drops this first game here and then brings it to 3.
He did drop the first game to HFG, so this might be his tactic. He becomes the underdog.
Could be his tactic.
Let's see. Asylum just goes down a stock. Gamerphobia comes in and strikes. Gamerphobia, he's playing it slow, which he should, but he might have got way back from the deficit before he comes back.
He's in a dangerous spot here with his damage percentage and his stock class, but it's not an impossible stock to come back from.
Not if he keeps playing like the way he is right now.
Yeah, but that was a hard hit right there, and he is on the edge of the map. But it's not impossible. Even if he does drop Captain Falcon here, it would be hard pressed to make a comeback like that.
He may be very behind, but he's not going down that easy.
Well, he did make it more respectable in the end, and definitely put a little twinkle in our mind that maybe I'm not just making crap up. Maybe he actually comes back and takes game 2.
Yeah, we see them working out the map selection right there. I'm gonna move on over. Gamerphobia did not like to be in the center of the screen.
No. He didn't like me crowding his space.
Some would say that it probably was you. He did not want to be that close to you.
Well, we come
which I
back.
understand.
We come back directly. We come back directly back into the game with Gamerphobia coming out hard in the beginning, but Captain Falcon, Asylum, ends up taking it right to him and drops him immediately off the bat. We saw last game Gamerphobia come back and fight back from the brink, which shows us that he can definitely come back.
They'll definitely be checking out these VODs, hopefully growing.
Gamerphobia, Gamerphobia needs to get away from Captain Falcon doing these grabs. If you see, Gamerphobia is getting grabbed and then doing a tremendous amount of damage to him. If he can keep his distance and have Falcon just do these little kicks and punches, instead taking much less damage while dealing more damage in return.
A little small insert right there. Gamerphobia did say this is his first tournament this year, and as we know, we're in month 11.
We are in month 11.
So he's first tournament in 11 months now.
Coming out winning his first set of games is pretty good.
Shows a lot. We don't know what he's doing in his free time. Maybe this is his first tournament, but maybe he plays every night.
Could be. Well, maybe he'll come back to the commentary booth and you can ask him those questions.
Interview. Let's hope he wins, and I'll be gladly interviewing him.
There we go.
But right now he's down. Looks like he's at a disadvantage here with the high percentage.
Yeah, he got a lot of damage on him. He drops a stock there, but he just needs to. All it takes is one error here by Asylum. Do I think that error is going to happen? I don't think so. But anything's possible.
Looks like he ate him and pooped him out right there. I love that move. What do you think about that one?
I like it. It's a slow move, especially against.
But it has style.
It does have style.
Who wouldn't want to be pooped out an egg?
Especially by a green or a blue gecko.
Are we saying Yoshi's a gecko? Oh, and Asylum takes game 2. You hate to see it, but someone's got to win.
Yeah. Someone has to be the loser and someone has to be the winner.
Someone's a
It's alright, buddy. You did great.
You know, if he was over there thinking about the game and not casting, some could say that game would have went a little bit different.
Yeah, maybe caught the casting bug.
Maybe that just proves that he was born to be a caster and not a player.
That's true. I think he's still got player ability. He's very technically sound. He knows what he's talking about, which we don't.
You know, I give a little his big, bulky jacket could have slowed him down in that game. What do you think?
I think anything's possible. You can take anything into account. Buttons being stickier, controllers
All right,
being better.
one quick second. We're going to take a quick commercial from our sponsors.
Drop my stuff off here.
In a society driven by technology, it's easy to get caught up in the crowd. The world demands so much of you, but sometimes you need to disconnect and find what makes you happy. Enjoy life. Follow your dream. Take that vacation. But here at Project 7, the only thing we ask of you is for your Twitch Prime, which costs you nothing. In the end, the road leads back to us. Twitch Prime. It's time to come home.
This game's winner is Shield. Survival. Fox. Zelda. Ready?
All right, we are back with Project 7's Poseidon and Mamba. You know, what do you got here? Sheik versus Falco.
No, I like a Sheik player over the Falco, especially when that's P7's very own Poseidon.
Well, I do like the Falco character choice more than Sheik. You rarely see any Sheiks, but you do see a lot of Falco. So it's definitely the more popular played character.
Falco's too quick. I think Falco's just too normal. That's like a Fox player. I'm always gonna pick the underdog.
I mean, with a Project 7 Poseidon, he's definitely not an underdog.
You're right. Looks like they're just about to jump into it right now.
Yeah, so they're doing a little warm-up match. Get their hands all warm, ready to play, and then we'll jump right into
Mamba looks like he's ready to play.
stretching out my legs here.
Mamba is ready to play.
Look at that beard. That wonderful
P7's very own beard.
Yeah. We are actually getting a shirt and a face warmer in on our merch table store. The shirt has a cutout of Poseidon's beard on it, and then the face warmer is a Viking hat with a Viking beard on it, and it's got a P7 logo right in the beginning, or right in the middle of it, and that's going to be coming to the merch store soon. You can go and check that out down in the description below for a lot of things, like Poseidon's gamer jerseys wearing there. That may be a Project 7 exclusive to sponsored talent, but you can get your own Project 7 merch at the merch store just down below.
Don't forget the pink fox, but we're going to jump right into it. Poseidon and Mamba going right at it. Mamba's, as I can say, Mamba looks very seriously in this game. If you look at him, I would hate to be against him.
I would also hate to be against Poseidon.
P7's very own Poseidon.
It's true, but Mamba definitely comes out here and makes a statement after seeing Poseidon do a free sock in his last match.
That didn't affect Mamba at all, though, because as you can see, he comes right back onto it. Poseidon does edge guard him a little bit. Mamba comes back. Hopefully, he looks back to take the stock back.
Yeah, it seems like they're going to play a very fast-paced game, get each other's, wow.
They're staying right on top of each other. There's no spacing this game.
Poseidon is doing a lot of grabs here, trying to lay on as much damage as possible if Falco's going to play that close to him. And it ends up biting him in the ass when he gets pushed off the map and forced to get away.
Perfect execution by Falco, I'd say. Mamba's growing on me. I don't know who he is or what he stands for, but he is growing on me.
We're going to have our producer and owner,
CEO,
Steve, potentially go up to Mamba after this event's all done. Maybe he becomes Project 7's
very own Mamba.
very own Mamba.
Oh, you hate to see that right there.
and
Missed the edge.
Next player in the family. But yes, there was a missed edge error there. You hate to see it happen.
You made a good point though. We aren't just an organization. We don't just have players. We have family.
We are a family. Much like an Italian family. We're there for each other. You know? We ain't no losers.
You rub my back, I rub yours.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna end to game one's gonna happen very shortly, so pay close attention.
If Poseidon's gonna get out of this, he needs to get off the edge, and does. He does.
And Falco knocks him right back off, though. Falco on the edge is something to be reckoned with. And Mamba takes game one.
Mamba does take game one. That doesn't mean that Poseidon's out of it. You can see him getting into the zone there. He's paying, he's focusing up. He's getting ready for it.
Put yourself in Poseidon's mind, what do you have to do differently here? Other than win?
I personally say stay away from the edges of the map. Play in the middle of the map, which it seems like he comes out right immediately and does that. Once you're playing to the edges, I think Falco has the advantage, as we saw at the end of last match.
I wouldn't say Falco has the advantage, but Mamba definitely has the advantage over Poseidon. He seems to be much more calculated on the edge.
And that was a perfect example of
edge
guard. You like to see that technical soundness from Project 7's Poseidon. You know,
it'll kill you. It'll get you every time.
It'll kill you. It will. You know, and you see another edge guard there. A slightly failed one, but he catches him on the upswing.
That's what you like to see. He makes Poseidon jump over him, and he knows exactly where he's going to land. And right from there, he gets him knocked off the stage.
You know, I like to see this type of play from potential future Project 7 prospect Mamba.
He did just fail his save again, which we hate to see that. We love to see it for Poseidon, but we hate to see it as a commentator.
Yeah. You know, we both know that each of these individuals are highly talented competitors, and when they make an arrow like that, you have to understand that they're very few and far between. They don't happen very often, so for them to happen on the biggest stage of them all, it's sad to see that.
Mamba does look very controlled as a player. He knows exactly. Oh, and Poseidon comes back with the hit.
Push back and he gets him 2 stocks up, but with a lot of damage. I think he's not going to be able to grab.
But see, he knows exactly where he's going to land, and he gets it every time. Poseidon just keeps falling for that same trick over and over again.
He's up 1 whole stock. This is just a numbers game. This is just a numbers game. He just has to put out as much damage as possible. You know, play it a little aggressively with this next, this stock right here, and just take it from there.
If I was Poseidon, I'd be going for it all. I wouldn't even just go for just damage. I would go for the kill. Any chance you get, we fight dirty down here at
You
P7.
have 1 whole stock to go as aggressive as you want. So why not do it? It seems to be that the way he's going, and he does. So 1-1. This is a match for the ages. I haven't seen a match like this since Bobby Boucher brought the Mud Dogs to the Burger Bowl.
You know, but you bring up a good point. Now, on the other hand, Mamba has something to prove.
Mamba does have something to prove. I haven't seen him in one of these tournaments before. Not that he's not a talented competitor, but you know, maybe he just comes out to bigger tournaments like this because it's worth his time.
Now, Pokemon Stadium, it's one of my favorite stages. I think everyone has that in common because, once again, everyone loves Pokemon.
Pokemon was one of the best card games ever.
You're down playing Yu-Gi-Oh! By a lot.
Yeah, but you never really played Pokemon. You collected Pokemon.
So you never played it, so it's not a game.
It is a game.
Do you know how to play it?
Collected.
Do not lie. Do you know how to Pokemon battle with your cards?
Yeah. I know how to, I never really did.
Because no one does it. It is not a game, it's a collectible.
Well, let's get back in it because Poseidon has already dropped his stock almost immediately.
But this edge guarding is insane, and Mamba,
He's guarding that edge like a bee.
like it's his cat Coco. They do not let the cat go anywhere. So let's see. They're playing a little more slower. One of them is afraid of going home today. Right here, though, Sheik in close spaces strikes.
Now this is going to be a difficult map for both. I think Sheik has the advantage here. Not having as much straightforward speed, but being a little bit more agile than Falcon, moving around the objects.
I think Falco is playing this perfectly with the spacing, the combos. He's just growing on me.
Yeah, Mamba definitely is becoming a fan favorite very quickly, and a commentator's favorite. If Poseidon's gonna take this, he needs to stay away from the edge.
I think. Poseidon with
and
the
he
bump.
barely hangs on, but that's what we got Poseidon here for.
To keeping it interesting.
Keep him hanging by a string.
I thought he was on his last stock, but no, he fooled us all. He's going for those plays. Wow.
And the table's kind of turned here, and Poseidon is playing the defensive on the edge where he needs to get out of there. He needs to move his way in the middle of the map, which he does, thank God. Mamba is an edge speed. Very powerful hit. They only have one stock apiece, 42% damage on Poseidon. This is for all the marbles right here. See if Poseidon loses, he gets knocked out in the loser bracket. And then it's a...
Mamba's showing off his quick controller skills right there. And Poseidon's using this chance to regain some of his muscle strength in his fingers.
Poseidon's taking the time to calm his nerves a bit. And take it to Falco.
I like how they both had a mutual agreement to wait until that stage change, though.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a mutual agreement of a spoken one or just a non-verbal communication.
I think it's an unwritten rule. Just wait. If you're both on the other side of that tree, when the map changes, just wait.
This is
right now,
where
Poseidon gets up before the game was even over. The disrespect. We do not like to see that. We do not like to see that in Poseidon, P7's very own Poseidon. But you know what? It shows confidence that he had.
Poseidon plays a great
gruesome game. You know, that ending there, it's gonna stick with me. Before the game was even over, Poseidon is up and walking away. We hate to see it, but we love when it happens.
We hate to see that happen to a competitor like Mamba, who played so great and brought the match to its legitimate limit.
P7's potential very own Mamba. Looks like they're gonna warm up a little bit. Should be
We're gonna throw to a quick commercial break. We will be back with you in just a moment.
Some say knowledge is power, and with power comes expectation. Expect a nice house. Expect fancy cars. Expect luxury. But here at Project 7, we don't expect anything of you except for your Twitch Prime, which costs you nothing. Twitch Prime, it's time to come home.